mind. So let me tell you guys, 2020, 2025. It's your boy, guys. Yo, lucky I cleaned up the car. I cleaned up the car because I'm getting it back today, back to the bank. Car getting repossessed, guys. Car getting repossessed. Voluntary repossession. Well, car's getting repoed, guys. Car's getting repoed. Look, 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 look. I'm gonna show you guys. It's out of gas, guys. I drove it to the end. I drove it to the end. I drove it to the end. Okay, I drove it to the end. I drove it to the end. This car has actually been really good, you guys. We took her on tour. And in the time that I had it for a year, I drove this car for like 1 year. In review, it's car, fire car, guys. Fire car, fire car. I should even, yeah, I should even do a 1 year review. Yo, what up, Per? Please. Yo, what's up, Per? I'm giving the car back. I'm giving the car back to the bank. I'm giving the car back to the bank. I'm over it. So that's the word today. Just letting you guys know that. Just letting you guys know that. So I said I'm gonna keep you guys live. I'm gonna keep you guys live until the deed is done. Until the deed is done. So guys, I know you must be thinking, but T, what's going on? Why are you giving the car back? It's no longer. It's no. I want to get rid of it out of my name. For me, the ability to have to pay a car note, to have to pay a car note, even if you're not making any money, is a drag to me. Is a drag to me. Even if you, because it's like, if you have the payment, I got the payment, and then um yeah, I got the payment, and I'm just thinking to myself, like, okay, this is gonna be fine. Cause this is the last time, guys. This is the last time. This is the story. I'm gonna tell you guys. I'm gonna tell you guys the truth. Yo, and even a tow truck here. Maybe that's the guy. Maybe that's the guy. I see a tow truck here. But oh, cause they're gonna call. When they call, cut off, and then I'll come back. You know. But let's see if that's him. Let's see if that's him. He said he's coming in for around 5, around 5 o'clock, and it's 4:30 right now. Anyways, but yeah, you know, yo, what up, Chase? What up, Chase? So the funny thing about it, the funny thing about it is like, yo, what up? Yo, yo, giving back the car today. 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 So yeah, guys, giving back the car today. You know, actually, you know what's actually funny? You know what's actually funny? I have a link. I have a link today. So if anybody wants to join, that might be something we can set up. That might be something we can set up. I'm tired of being locked in. Yo, sorry, my cousin wrote that. Yo, what's up? What's up? Alban. Yo, it's only per. Shout out to only per. Shout out to only per. Shout out to only per. Subscribe to her channel, guys. She's so funny. She is so funny. Love her to death. It's only per in the chat. Yo, what's going on, guys? What's going on? Yo, what you talking, bro? What are you talking? My life story, man. My life story. Gather around, guys. Gather around, gather around, gather around, gather around, guys. Let me tell you a story. Let me tell you a story about trying to come up in the game too fast. Let me see if I have a because there's a guy on YouTube. His name is Mac Mula. He says when you get money, the first thing you need to do is sit down. And the first thing I did was run around. Okay, guys, I did the complete opposite. So now it's been a year. It's been a year that yeah, that's interesting. It's been a year. And I tell everyone, I say that like I chase the dream forever, you know? But it's like as an entrepreneur, sometimes you make like $6,000 in 1 month, and then sometimes you won't make any money for 3 months. But it's like having a car payment; you have to pay it every month. And it's like even if I don't need a ride, even if I don't need a ride, if I don't like my whole thing, guys, is like I just need a ride. You know what I'm saying? You got to pay for car insurance, you got to pay for tires, you got to pay for maintenance, you got to pay for oil, you got to pay for parking. If they catch you speeding, you got to pay $300. If they catch you doing this, you got to pay $50. It's all a bunch of taxes and fees and all these extra stuff, you know? And I'm like, I just need a ride. So the same money that I'm spending, the same money that I'm spending to pay for this car, I'd rather just use it to maneuver around in the city. You know what I'm saying? Be flexible. Where are you from, bro? I'm from. You think the UK? Close, close, close. Um, Toronto. Currently at this time in Brampton. Ooh, actually, guys, and I'm even dry, and I'm even dry, and I'm even dry. So I have all my water is inside. All my water's inside. So we literally, yeah, guys. I'm hyped, man. I'm so excited. I'm so excited to get this car back because it's the last anchor. It's the last anchor weight of the things that I acquired. The things that I acquired in the search for external validation. Period. I was searching for this sense of, yeah, a sense of wanting to be seen, but also being shy. You know, bro, I have friends in Canada. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Canada rules. I like Canada. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, yeah. My friend also working Uber. That's good. And people ask me, they say, "Yo, why don't you use the car for do Uber? You can use do Uber to keep make the payment on the car." My whole thing is like it's a cycle, right? I don't want to have to get the car. I don't want to have to do Uber in order to keep the car so I can do more Uber to keep the car. To me, that doesn't make sense. You know what I'm saying? Like we can spend our time making other things because there's lots of stories that we need to be telling. There's lots of music that needs to be dropping. There's lots of books that need to be written, and like I'm trying to save some time in certain ways. You feel me? So he's making very good money, bro. That's good, man. I'm glad to hear it. I'm glad to hear it. I pay good money to use Uber, so I'm glad he makes it. Because sometimes they don't pay the guys what they're worth, and I think that's a sham. Guys, secrets of charm: always carry a handkerchief with you, and because it's clean, you can always offer it to a friend. And don't forget, guys, from now on, I'm keeping receipts just so that you know. Today's is December, right? It's December, yeah. From now on, I'm keeping receipts, guys. Okay. From now on, I'm keeping receipts. So I learned a lot. I learned a lot. I learned a lot this year. I learned a lot this year. Holy, holy, holy. Learned a lot this year. Yeah. Now that I think about it, you know, in time. Look, you see that guy over there? Ooh, that's my sandwich. My sandwich. Yo, right there. I think that might be the guy. I think that might be the guy. I think that might be the guy. So I hope so. I hope so. What did Kodak Black say? I hope so. So guys, yeah, what are you working? What are you working? What am I working? I work online. I work online. I work online. Social media marketing, content creation, consulting as well too. We do consulting as well too. Yeah. Grant coordination, social media marketing. Let's see. Brand consultation, community leader, activist, developer. Interesting. Interesting. So, scholar, don't forget about scholar. Yeah. So even that, like curator of certain texts and stuff. So we have receipts. Like Donna says, from now on we keep receipts, guys. Okay, we got our receipts. 2 years. 2 years. But yeah, you know, I'm over it. I'm over the constant payment. I'd rather just need pay for a car when I need it, man. Then earning very good money. That's good, man. That's good, bro. That's good. I feel like that's gonna be him. I feel like it, that guy back there. You know? So 1 second, guys. We are not. One thing I still haven't broken the barrier on is I don't really like to. I don't really like to eat on camera. 1 second. 1 second. I feel like. I feel like it's rude. Or here, let me show you the outskirts of town. That's a salty Beckham. There's cool, you know, it's good, man. Oh, and the guy gotta help me take my plate, the license plate too. So, guys, mark this day in your calendar. Mark this day in your calendar in history, December the 1st, guys. December the 1st. 2025. The time now is 4:34. The time now is 4:34, guys. The time now is 4:34. We are iPhone 35, right? I think so. And the phone, right? Save it. One last time, guys. We gotta do the hits, man. We gotta do the hits. I'm trying to see how we can connect to the phone. I was used to do direct wire connection, but now I'm trying to do Bluetooth, so we can at least play some tune skis. Maybe we'll try iPhone 5. iPhone 5. Guys, what story should we read first? What story should we read first? Guys, and I knew the jig was up when we didn't get napkins in the bag anymore. They became a per request item a la carte. Because the guy said he was going to call me. He said he's going to call me at 5. I got the keys prepared and everything, guys. One thing about me is I'm not bitter. The car. Cat the car. You can take them back, guys. You can take them back. Sorry I ever borrowed them. Yeah. You know, because if you think like life is a game of Monopoly, I'm sorry I ever borrowed that car. So next time, what are you gonna do next time? T, what are you gonna do next time? Well, next time when it's time to move around, I will just pay somebody to move me, and if I need something more stable, I will buy something permanent. Cash out. Only option. But at least in a business name, at least in a business name, like at least in a business, is it tax deductible? So then they become an asset for you to use as tax write-offs, don't they? They still call me they still call me Cody two keys because all the cars I drive come with 2 keys. Yeah. So, and we were writing that in Texas. That was 2000 and like 20 something. Whenever I was in Texas the last time. Yo, respect, Ash. Guys, I really think that's the guy. Eh? I really think that's the guy. And I used up all the gas that I put in it. Don't worry, guys. Don't worry. So, guys, did I tell you I live it for real? Okay. It's hilarious. I tell you the truth, guys. I tell you the truth. I'm not gonna lie to you and say just everything just takes longer than I thought it would. Because like when you borrow something, so right now, right? And if you imagine like, if you borrow $1, you gotta pay back at 30% interest. Seen some words of up to 300% interest. So then you're talking about buy one, borrow one, pay back three. So I've heard some deals as bad as borrow one, pay back 60. So, and then you grant that deal, they offer it to you, and then they say, okay, and then they want the money back immediately, the next day, what feels like, And then you realize that it takes long to um, cultivate the new changes and things. It takes a minute to cultivate the new changes and things. So, yeah, all right, man. Figuring it out. Okay, I think that's my guy, man. Hopefully so. Because once that car is gone, guys, that's it. That's it. That's it. I have nothing else. I have nothing else. Nothing else. You know? So, yeah, that's my guy, man. Okay, perfect. He's here. He's here. Okay, let's turn the car off and get everything out, and then let's go. Okay? I think that's him, right? Look, he's picking up some. Okay, let me get my clothes on. Just be prepared, Because guys, you can't own nothing in this world, okay? You can't own nothing in this world. Because even when my name is on the even when my name is on even when my name is on the ownership, they still wanna take it back. Do you like stray kids? What does that mean? Shia, what does that mean? Some of you guys ask interesting questions. Ask interesting questions. Can you hear me? Can you guys hear me? Put a one in the chat if you can hear me. Imagine there was a car that was right beside it that looked the same. They took that one and they said, "Yep, we got it." And, you know, so that'd be funny. I can accept that bait. I can accept that fate. That is so funny. And look, guys, you can wear the rings over the gloves. So the 2019 Honda Accord offers spacious seating for five. Spacious seating offers spacious adaptability, cruise control, as well as late departure. But it's like a song, you mean? See, so there's two. There's here. Okay, now. How about now? How about now? You know? Yeah, miad patties, guys. Just miad patties. So yeah, guys. Food. And it's not even about any kind of closure or anything, but it's just about closure and everything, you know? So I know you feel me. Yeah, great car. 10 over 10. 10 out of 10 would drive again. 10 out of 10 would drive again. 10 out of 10 would drive again. So I'm excited to see what the next car is going to be. It's wild that it gets dark at 4:51. And if they don't show up by 6:30, I gotta go inside to clean up. I just took the stuff out of the car and threw it into the unit. So I haven't even organized the unit yet. So if we take all the stuff out, then I have to see what we really have, but that might mix up the count though. Okay, so I just ate the Mary Brown's chicken sandwich, the Monday Mary. Anyone with $5, Mary will give you a sandwich, you know, give you a hot meal. Um, the spicy one was better than the mild one, but it's quite spicy comparatively. They did not put extra pickle. They did not put extra pickle. Um, and nor would I say extra sauce. Yeah, nor would I say extra sauce. Yo, what's up? What's up, MSH? Who got the keys to the Jeep? T. So, guys, it's been a fun tour. This is pretty much, we're just returning the car from our first tour. Just think about it like that, man. We came back from our first tour. Okay. No, that's not it. Almost, guys. That's General Contractors, TT Power Group and Associates. So, yeah. Um, we came back from tour, realized the budgets and numbers, what things worked, what things didn't work, and then run it back, man. Run it back, Burbo. Always ready to run it back. Okay, so yeah. I think it's interesting they say that like you need to worry about money only up until the next 3 days. Everything takes care of itself after that. Huh, that's funny. So we'll see what happens on December the 3rd and January the 6th. Those 2 days. Um, let's make sure we put the cable in the container so it's less things to carry. And then we just want to make sure that everything is empty here. Empty here. Guys, I didn't even show you guys. I didn't even show you guys the new blades that we got. I don't even have them on me. Well, you guys are gonna have to wait. You guys are gonna have to wait. Yesterday we went to the flea market. Yesterday was Sunday. Yesterday we went to the flea market and we got some heat. We got some heat. Got some heat. Got some heat. So I got that satchel thing. You know the one that you guys see on social media that have the satchel to hold your miscellaneous. You know. I have that. I got one of those. That's nice. It's nice. Said, hey, yo, what up, M? What up, M? We got some new cutters, a cambric, curve one. So we need to train. You're itching me. We need to train with the right arm. Train with the right arm, defend with the left. Train with the left, defend with the right. So yeah, both should be. I feel like it should be ambiguous. I feel like it should be. So going back to the car, man, I just think to myself, one day I just woke up and realized all I just wanted was a ride. I didn't want to have to be on the hook for a car payment, for insurance, for gas, for this and license fees and everything. Let the business take care of that. You know, the business take care. That's not something for the person to be worried themselves with. And the lights just went on, guys. Lights just went on. So 5 o'clock. He said he's gonna be there by 5. He's gonna call me at 5. And the ring is on. The ring is on. He said he's coming at 5. So because did you realize that like you have to bring home the fruit of which you planted first before you can reap new harvest. I was thinking to myself, like, we can just sit up in the park tomorrow. We'll go to Clairville, and then we can read one of the books, take one of the smaller books that we can finish, and then just read that a couple times. Yeah, I'll have to figure something out. Figure something out. New show, all right? New show. New show. Figure out a nice spot to film. Figure out a nice spot to film. So we also got the tape too. New sketchbook. We got a new sketchbook as well. Pocket size. This time we can carry it with us. So when we go out tomorrow, even when we go out tomorrow, we can take a little sketching. You know, we can sketch. I usually got 10 chicken sandwiches, guys. I know how big Becca can be when it comes to these kinds of things. And never forget, guys, it's a finesse world in which we live in, okay? So, for as much as they think they got over on me, I got over on them. No, that even sounds malicious. I would say because they didn't lend me the money, like the creditors didn't lend me the money to be nice. They wanted to turn a profit on me. So, they're lucky I'm nice. That's what I'm saying. They're lucky I'm nice, guys. They're lucky I'm nice. I'm sure they're lucky I'm nice because I told them when they can pick it up. I'm sitting in it to give them back the keys. Some people would be in Mexico by now, including me. It kind of reminds me of Ed the Sock from Much Music, early 2000s circa, you know? Thanks for chilling. Thanks for chilling with me and waiting. I don't know. And also, the funny thing about it is, like, it's only 5 p.m. It's only 5 p.m. It just feels like it's dark o'clock. It just feels like it's dark o'clock. Only 5. 5:02. December the 1st, to be precise. 5:02. 5:02. At the Sock, you must be from Toronto. Yo, Steel City. Shout out Steel City, man. Shout out Steel City. Shout out Steel City. Ed the Sock, I am from the area, man. I'm from the area. I'm surprised you recognized it. I'm surprised you recognized it, man. Shout out to Steel City, man. Shout out to Steel City, man. We live and we lit, bro. We're waiting on this tow truck, man. I'm waiting on the tow. I'm waiting on the tow. I'm waiting on the tow, man. Shout out to you, man. What are you saying, bro? What you up to right now, Steely? I well saw the Steely Dan album in at the flea market yesterday. $40 for the vinyl LP. No record player though. No record player though. But those things are even always good to find because eventually you'll get one. Eventually you'll get a spot. Eventually you're gonna get a spot. You're gonna get a record player. You know. What's your battery? What's your battery dead? What's your battery dead? Battery right now is 48. 48%. 48%. I just put on low battery mode. I'm sick but recovering. True, true. What did you get sick from? The cold? Did you get sick from the cold? Changing temperature? Temperature? Yeah, man. Everything's out of the car, including the slips. I have all the slips because they're just gonna strip the license plate off it. Pneumonia. Oh my gosh. Glad you're feeling better, man. Glad you're recovering. They're just gonna take the plates off of it, and then it's gonna be new car, ready for new car. Yeah, because then they're gonna put it as maybe even I don't know. Do cars get salvage title? What's wrong with the car? Nothing, nothing, nothing. Actually, just needs gas. It just needs gas. It just needs gas. I'm giving it back to the bank. I'm giving it back. I'm giving it back to the bank. I rented it. I borrowed it. I financed it for a year. Bad deal. So they said they wanted to come pick it up. They said they wanted to come pick it up. They asked me if I would let it go, if they'd pick it up. I said, yep, for sure. Come and get it. And then here we are today. So if they come and pick it up, it's theirs. If they don't, then free car. And I'm a fair man. So I'm a fair man. I said I will return it with keys intact. Two of them so you can sell the car full price. Some people put sugar in the tank. Some people put sugar in the tank. Yeah, no worries, bro. Exactly. Steel City, you know how the game goes, man. You know how the game goes. So Steel City, especially in Steel City, man. Cars come and go, you know what I'm saying? So no worries. No worries. And I'd rather between the two, I'd rather put the money towards a proper spot. I'd rather put the money towards a proper spot. Yeah. If I had to choose, life is too short for auras. I'm with you. I'm with you. If I had to choose. Yeah. I'm courteous, man. For sure. Yeah. Yeah. I'm a courteous, generous gentleman, man. Cause like I said, yo, still like some people would have been gone already. I was staying in this position. That's how mans would already be out and taking the car down south to the chop shop and swapping vins. Not that I condone that kind of behavior. I'm just saying what I've heard some people do. Just saying what I heard some people do. So we drove the car. We went on tour with the car. We went on tour with the car. We went to the Bronx. We went to Buffalo. We went to Cleveland, Philadelphia, and Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania? No, Pennsylvania's down south. Philadelphia, Philadelphia, Philadelphia. Yeah, and we went on tour. We went on tour in the car, and you guys can see it live on the show, man. All the pre-recorded, exactly. All the pre-recorded episodes, previously shown. So the car did its thing, and all the time that I had this vehicle, all the time that I had this vehicle on the boat, on a boat to the Middle East, right? Exactly. Yeah, on a boat to the Middle East, literally on a boat to the Middle East, on a boat to the Middle East. GPS have it shows up in a place that I would need help to pronounce. So literally, so they better honor their end of the bargain too and take it back and take it back. Yeah, and take it back. Because if I keep it, then they're gonna cry. That's hilarious. Yeah, but we got some new tools, guys. We got new overalls. We got new jacket. We got new drip, guys. Yeah, yeah. Top tier, top tier. Nice, sharp, nice tour with the vehicle. Yeah, incredible tour. And all I had to do, all the maintenance I ever had to do on this vehicle for the time that I had it was change the battery fob in the car keys. I changed the car keys batteries once, and I still have a pack in here because I didn't end up using them all. Um, I changed those batteries. I changed the engine oil twice. With all that touring, I changed the engine oil twice. Within maintenance, I wasn't even over. Um, what else? A pop tire. I got a pop tire that required maintenance to fix as well as a replacement tire, and a battery fried out on me. You can learn about what happened with that on my Patreon. But the battery fried, and I had to replace the battery. So I only had about 5 things that happened to the vehicle, and none of them were of any kind of fault of the vehicle, I would say, you know? So, yeah, no fault of the vehicle at all to say that about the car. Yeah, very good machine. Very good machine. Very good machine. We'll get again. Next time I'm going to check it out like this. Here's the Hagobi package, okay? It's debadged and custom fabricated body kits. A tuned or tuned to spec as high as you can get it, 1,000 horsepower minimum. 1,000 horsepower minimum. Green in gold rims, green with the gold rims, like the Toyota Tacoma that we saw, and handlebars the same as the rims, and handlebars the same as the rims. Yep, tuned to 1,000 horsepower. Loud exhaust with not too loud though, not too loud. Manageably loud exhaust with flamethrower kit in the back. With a flamethrower kit in the back and a parachute and a flamethrower kit, parachute and flamethrower kit. Yeah. So you dispense what you need to deploy. You feel me? Typical, literally typical stuff for the vehicle. Yeah, exactly. So that's the addition, man. That's the Hagobi edition. And look, there's a spot across the street. There's a spot across the street. So yeah. And another thing too, when they told me how much the balance was, yeah, manifesting your next vehicle. Yeah, literally manifesting the next one. I might do Cadillac Blackwing. I might do Escalade 600V. I might do G Wagon GLS AMG 63. I might do, yeah, the GLS or the G. I might do, who else? Who else? BMW X5 Alpine, something. What's in front of me right now? Even Bentley Continental. I could do a Bentley Continental Sport. Ford Mustang Black Wing or Horse Edition. Yeah, I could do one of those too. Yeah. Yep, absolutely. We'll just see. We'll see what comes. Because I'm not trying to own them this time around. I'm just gonna use them to my like the toys that they are, and not try to like dedicate my life to acquiring these things, so that I can feel as though that I'm a better person. Because I realize that there's no correlation between the amount of money I had and how valuable that I was, as valuable as I am as a person. So that's interesting. That was interesting. 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 So I don't know where the guy is supposed to be. I think he's gonna be here. Honestly, I think he's gonna be here like 6 o'clock. To be honest with you guys. I think he's gonna be here at like 6. You know? That's why I say I'm even staying late. I'm staying late up for them tonight. 7:30. 7:30. Exactly. Money is nice, but a small aspect in your life. Exactly. And then now, still, it gives me a different perspective, so that now I can jump back in the market and earn properly, save this time and actually like take it easy, instead of trying to rush my way to the top, and falling further than if you just went one step at a time and waited your turn, waited your turn. You feel me? Especially when things are so expensive these days. Yeah, exactly. I just went for a chicken sandwich and a joint, and it was $20. $20 a day. It's about, if you're an adult, it's about $20 a day to live in the calf. I'm seeing that life is just like high school, right? You have your cliques, you have your service food that you can only, you have food that's available for you to buy in the area. Your different various teachers in life trying to teach you something, and how you behaved in school is how you're going to behave in the world. And then I just think, encourage zooming. And I just think that, like, I don't know. I just think that it just feels as though it's going over again. It's repeating itself. It's repeating itself, but this time things are more expensive. So now we have to be smarter, and we have to work smarter, not harder, and we have to work smarter, not harder this time around. Because I feel as though I'm like starting again, Yeah, and like Daylight says, of course you mad, bro. G, he does unplug from the Matrix. So you know. It's easy to find work in a field that I enjoy. Now I just want to do something where I'm helpful to the community. I was trying to like I was always trying to shove a square peg into a round hole, and now I just embrace who I am. I want to build something in community. I want to build a it's probably going to get more worse. She said it's probably going to get worse before it gets better. Interesting. Well, guys, in that case, make sure you're training. Make sure you're training. Make sure you're stocking up on water. Make sure you're stocking up on food, canned food. Make sure you're stocking up on toilet paper and baby food. Even baby food in the jar lasts long and have no bones in it. Even baby food in the jar. You know, we do our best here. Um, I could eat a Gerber's original blueberry flavor right now. Yeah. So they don't even come in the glass jars anymore, right? They don't come in the glass jars no more, right? They come in the squeeze pouches. So things just change, Things just change. Things change and they're more expensive. Cause I remember you can get like one of those baby tins, maybe I want to say like 25 cents to a dollar. 25 cents to a dollar. Maybe 2.35. I don't know. But now it's like 4.35 a pouch or per serving. And I don't think those were even. I don't even think those Gerbers were $2. So this time we have to invest in hunting equipment. I did. I don't. I don't. My blades are inside the unit right now, but I just got a new. I got a new straight edge steel. Like it's probably about that long. 9 inches. It said it was 9 inches. And it was 9 inches. Yeah. 9 inches steel made in Taiwan and razor edge, and a cambrit. Cambrit, is that the name of it? Yeah, because I use my mind keeps saying Campari, but that's the alcohol. Cambrit, like the knife with the from Counter Strike Go. I think that's the most notable reference. That have the thumb hole and then have the blade that's curved. That one that go like there. I got one of those as well too. Fixed blade. So yeah, fixed blade. Coveralls, new overall jacket, new jacket, and new gloves. New gloves. These ones, including these ones, brown leather and neon orange. Neon orange. No boot though. I didn't find a boot that was really serving for me like that. The one that had potential was the one from Sorel. Sorel, Sorel, Sorel. you know. But I'll just get a thing. I think I'm just going to refresh the ones I have because I only got them last year, so they're only like a year old. But there was something about the. I think last year I was trying to avoid the electric battery pack in the insert, but I think this year I'm looking at it as a blessing. So we out there hunting, guys. I'll be out in the woods tomorrow. I'll be out in the woods tomorrow, man. I just need to get a another heated blanket, like the tinfoil one, because sometimes when things get tough, you have to be able to sleep. You have to be able to sleep outside with just in a crouch position. You need to be able to sleep in a crouch position with your arms across adjacent, like across each other. You throw the tarp over yourself. You throw the you throw the blanket. Yeah, you throw the blanket. Then you arm yourself with your two cutters, just in case any woodland creatures startle you in the night. So that's if things get really if they turn off the grid. You homeless every day, every day. Yeah, but I don't look at it in the traditional sense. I was actually talking to my brother about this, and I'm just like, not in like because people think like, oh, like homeless, and I'm like, yeah, not, but not homeless in the sense of like a guy that doesn't have anywhere to stay and has dirty clothes. Like I sleep at the hotel. I store my stuff in storage. I work at the library, and I go to the gym up the street. And I'm like, I'm just free to live my life in the area. I don't need to be like, oh, I'm gonna sign this lease and thing. I was just thinking about this before I came on the live because I'm like, every time I sign a lease, that's when things get fucked up. Every time I sign my name on the dotted line, that's when same thing happened in 2016, same thing that happened in 2023. So it's like if I don't, every time I say, okay, yeah, I'm gonna take a loan out for this, or I'm gonna sign a year lease on this, it's like 2 months later, 3 months later, something happens, and then I can no longer afford to be in that place, And then now I'm like begging the landlord to let me out. So right now I'm like to myself, okay, cool. Let me just chill for a second. Let me just chill for a second. Save some money this way, so you don't have to worry about 99% of your income going to housing. Save some money for a little bit, and then, you know, continue to build, continue to build. Yeah, continue to build. So yeah, and then I crashed at my brother's house. I crashed at my brother's, and I have a place. I have a place up north. I have a place up north, but this is just in the city. This is just in the city right now. So yeah, yeah, yeah. The truth. That's the truth. That's the truth. That's the truth. People always ask me that. People always ask me like, "Oh, like you live so unconventionally." I tour a lot. I'm always outside in nature. I'm always like, So I don't want to tie down to anything right now. I'd rather just save money and use the money to buy stock and invest in dividend portfolio. Because all this trying to like own stuff, to me, I'd rather the flexibility to just be like, yo, we have the money to get whatever car we want, and then we have the money to stay wherever we want. Because I just stay at Airbnbs, and I'll just rent car when I need to get around from place to place. But I'll just do an Airbnb for a month, and then just stay there. And then okay, I'll get some books, whatever I need for the month, and then next month we'll renew the lease if we like the place, or we'll go spend a month in the next spot. So yeah, you do you, man. Housing is expensive, especially in the city. Especially in the city. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Steely, man. Shout out to Steel. Shout out to Steel. Shout out to Steel, man. It's cool to talk to you guys, man. It's cool to talk to you in these ways because sometimes it can be interesting perspective, Because all I tell my brother is like, you don't need a house, you don't need a car, you don't need all the stuff that we think we need. You just literally need a shelter. You need a shelter that covers your body from 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. And then from there, the rest is luxury. And then from there, the rest is luxury. That's what I've learned this year. And I'm totally talking about myself, guys. I'm always talking about myself. I'm not telling you guys, I always say, I'm not telling you guys what to do. I'm just telling you guys what I do. So it's like, to me, now, seeing all that is luxury. Is luxury. Is luxury. I'll be back at work. I'll be back at work tomorrow, actually. And we're, I was talking to the boss, and he was just saying that he's like, okay, and he was just saying that he's like, yeah, this car is going to come equipped with a bed in the back. And I said, okay, that's a mansion. The size of a Chevy Trax with a bed equipped with a bed in the back is a mansion. So the time to get grandfathered in, man. Hilarious. So I'm just focused right now on increasing income. I'm just focusing right now on increasing income because I'm able to get to the point where I can live for nothing. Literally, I can live on nothing, and then we want it all. Now I 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 want it all. Yeah, guys. Where is this guy? And you guys know I had to check. I had to check to make sure I didn't drop any loonies. I didn't drop any loonies in the side of the car. And for all of my non-Canadian friends watching the show, a loonie is a equivalency of a Canadian dollar. One Canadian dollar is called a loonie. It's funny. So you can imagine what two is called. And if you had yeah, if you had two, an insulated ice hut, you can get for a few hundred. You can get for a few hundred, man. You can get for a few hundred. Okay. So, but that's camping though. That's camping. That's camping. That's camping. That's camping. We still live indoors. We still live indoors, guys. We still live indoors. We're in Canada, so you can like small heater and you'd be set. Exactly. In a small heater, you'd be set. But I just realized me personally, like how little do you need? How little you need. You say you need these things. I need a big house. Because I used to think I need a big house, I need a big car, I need to be seen. So isn't that ironic? How sometimes we want to be seen even though it's us that are shy. So interesting. We can go get pizza. We can go get a we can go get a but we're gonna clean up. Yeah, maybe cleaning up. the room tonight. Gonna clean the room tonight, and then organize the storage unit, the storage room. I'm just off looking off camera, distracted. But clean the storage room, and then refresh the books, guys. And that's the thing. I put everything in the locker. I didn't even carry one book with me, the one that I'm even reading for today. Because I thought they were gonna come. They said at 12. First they said at 12, then they said at 5, and then the guy came and he was not picking up our car. So, and I don't wanna drive sneaky. That comes with its own energy, you know. I don't want to drive sneaky. So, truly, if I so what city you from? Toronto, man. I'm in Toronto. I'm in Toronto. Torontonio. Torontonio. So I think what I'm gonna do, I'll probably end up getting a spot, like a permanent spot out of town, another spot out of town. You know, looks like Pickering. Looks like Pickering. This currently right now, since you're familiar with the area still, this currently right now is Brampton. I'm in Brampton right now. I'm in Brampton right now. Yeah. If you know it by city to city, then I'm in Brampton. Yeah. I'm actually hyped for the coveralls, guys. I'm hyped to wear the coveralls. I'm hyped to wear the coveralls. I think it's funny that I'm gonna be able to look back. This guy said I hate Brampton, bro. He said I hate Brampton. Well, share with the class. Share with the class, Steele. Why do you hate Brampton? Why do you hate my home country? My homeland, Bramptonio. Why do you hate Bramptonio? And you know what's funny? At the gyms, I go to the gym in Vaughan, right? And they they have this sometimes a song that plays where it goes, "This is Brampton, where anything can happen." And I'm like to myself, "What a funny song! What a funny song!" But it's Brampton. Anything can happen, bro. That's why people hate it. So it's literally you never know what you can expect on the roads. You don't know what you're gonna expect at the mall. You don't know what you're gonna expect at the. Shout out Brampton, bro. I love Brampton because it's just crazy there, man. He said it's crazy there. People get shot. People get shot. People get shot. People get like not to laugh. Obviously, that's disrespectful like shit, bro. That's disrespectful like shit to the people that lost their lives. I'm just saying, like anything can happen in Brampton. So yeah, it's crazy out here. Yeah, and it's not even. I don't. I mean, I guess everything is to each their own. I don't ever find the place like threatening. I never feel threatened. I mean, but you just buy all these. You buy a lot of cutters, and you train with them. So what does that mean? But I'm not afraid of anyone. I never feel like someone could harm me. You know what I'm saying? So I think anything could happen. I used to work there. People always fucked up the gas station bathrooms. That's on period. That's facts, bro. That's facts. That's facts. Even where I store my books, man. Even at my bookstore, they uh they tear up the bathroom. They tear up the bathroom so much. It's light in my eye. They tear up the bathroom so much that they put a note on the door. The men's washroom only. That said, guys, come on, yo. What the heck? So I think that's wild to me. I'm a plumber, yeah. So I'd have to fix it. Yeah, man, it's disgusting. It's disgusting, and it's disgusting. It's disgusting. That always bothers me. People can be so inconsiderate of others. Like you're gonna use the washroom and just like shit on the floor. You know what I'm saying? Could have gone to the trail. At least you could have gone to the trail and did it in the nature. That okay, whatever. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. But other people gotta use that room. Steele knows what I'm talking about. I'd redo the bathroom once a month. I'd redo the bathroom once a month. Yeah, right. Wow, wow. Once a month. Wow, wow. That's good work then. Good contracts. Yeah. They stand on toilets for fuck's sake and break everything. People can be so strange. Can be so strange. Okay. Well, guys, we have. We can go get a bagel. We can go get a bagel and can go get a bagel and a thing. I should probably put the only thing. Should we move the car behind the gate and then go get a bagel? They stand on the toilet. Yeah, seriously. So should we? Let's see. Let's see what the chat says. I'll give it a couple minutes of a think, but maybe we'll put the car behind the gates, and then we'll go get a burger, a bagel. We'll go get a bagel and a donut. We love apple fritter. We love apple fritter. Fritters, yeah, love a fritter, man. Love a fritter. They used to do the blueberry fritter when I was working there. I remember I used to have a nice jam. See, look, going back to the blueberry, that's the second blueberry reference my brain is making. First, it was the blueberry baby Gerbers, and now it's the blueberry fritter. And now with my blue towel in hand, guys. So something is blue is going on. You know, something blue is going on right now. But yeah, I used to really like the blueberry fritter. I really used to like the blueberry fritter. Had a yummy jam. I always used to make it filled with extra jam. You know, so that's yum. Good times had by all. Good times had by all. So now I have to recreate it. I'll make my own bakery. Ooh, I'll make my own bakery. Cause I like fritters. I like fritters. I like cheesecake. You manifesting blueberries? Yeah, man. Manifesting blueberries. They used to have the blueberry. They used to have the blueberry bagel. A blueberry bagel with strawberry cream cheese. Yummy. A cinnamon raisin bagel, guys. If you're for the health conscious people, a cinnamon raisin bagel with some strawberry cream cheese tastes just like cheesecake. Did you go to school for something? Yeah, I went to school for law. I studied law at York University, and I also studied human resource management at Canadian Institute of Business Science and Technology. So yeah, yeah, guys, I'm smart. I got the smartitude. Okay, that's funny. But yeah, I went to school. I went to school. You know, I'm a college and university graduate. I'm a degree and a diploma. I'm a diploma and a degree holder. Did you go to school? Yeah, that's what I went to school for. Yeah, pretty well educated. Yeah, very well educated. I'm an avid reader. In my library now, I have over 300 physical books, and I've read them all. So yeah, avid learner, avid studier. Absolutely, man. Thanks, bro. Thanks, man. What else to do? You know what I'm saying? What else to do? What else to do? What else to do? So you reach a point where it's like the clubs ain't really popping like that. The the weed ain't really popping like that no more. Drinking ain't really popping like that no more. You know, nothing really popping like that no more. So just read. I just be reading, man. I just be reading and meeting friends. You know what I'm saying? And meeting friends who's ever in the ends and they like want to hang. I like go and chill with them. You know, because like I just came back. I just came back from Saga. We were in Saga with the books. You know, the book collection was on tour in Saga. Huh. A treat for the collection to come out, man. You know, I only went to college. I only went to college too, man. What'd you study? What'd you study, man? What'd you study? You know when you're like waiting in the interim for a something to finish? I don't know if you guys ever get that Aggie feeling in your chest. I get that sometimes like when I'm shopping or like when I know the mall's about to close. It'll be like the mall closes at 7 o'clock and then at 6, like when I hear that my solar plexus starts to get nervous. Okay, says I went for college. I'm a gas fire plumber. Nice, 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 nice. And it's working in the field too, right? So that's pretty dope. It's pretty dope, man. You know? So I rate it. I don't think I think schooling's cool. School's important. I learned a lot from school. I'm not even gonna front like I didn't learn anything from school. Every time I went there, I learned something new. So I'm not, and I use them for my business. I use them for my business. So you know what I'm saying? Thanks. I think that's incredible. So yeah, I own my own business. Yeah, same, same, same. So we out here, man. We out here living the dream, living the dream, living the dream, living the dream, living the dream. The hard part, the only hard part for me is finding is just getting this steady income. Because as a business owner, like sometimes you'll make like $6,000 one month and then you won't make nothing for 3 months. You know? So yeah. Yeah. But it always comes more always comes when you run out though. That's what or before you even run out, more always comes. You know, when you think it's the end, when you think it's up, more comes. So but yeah, guys, so this season I'm not gonna have to worry about changing tires and doing the freeze and antifreeze and this and that. I'm just gonna pay for rides, man. I'm just gonna have them chauffeur me around. You know, just gonna have them chauffeur me around. So yeah, man. Still, man. So that's why. That's also another reason why I don't want to lock myself into like anything like a lease or anything right now. Sure, maybe they say maybe you have commitment issues. I'm sure I do. I'm sure I do, guys. But I also want to be free to go. You know what I'm saying? Like when they call me for work, we drive down. Sometimes we drive all the way down to Texas to all across the country. So I'd like to just be able to be free to be like, yeah, let's go, and not have to worry about like, oh, but like who's gonna watch the house? Yeah, yeah. Cause it's just stuff. All my stuff in the locker. Stuff in the locker. But I also have to remind myself not to be social media marketing, content creation. I sell digital products and create digital assets. So yeah, make music, movies, shows. Yeah, media production, social media marketing, content creation. Absolute. So it's like it works. In my mind, I'm like I know it worked. I've seen it before in front of my eyes. You know, but it's just a matter of like making it consistently enough at the beginning so you get over that hump, and then when you get over that hump, then it's up forever. You know. So check out my book, guys. How to Get It: A Brief Guide to Getting in Tune with Your Inner Self. Volume 1, available now. Follow the Threads, also available. And my manuals. You can check out my occult library, guys. Is it the link in bio? Almost gonna be link in bio, guys. By the time this gets on live, link in bio, link in bio. So search me up, guys. Tru Hagobi, the biggest to ever do it. Okay, guys, it's 5:30. It's 5:30, and this guy's not here. Okay, let's go. Let's at least go throw this out. Let's go throw this out. Can we agree to that? Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. So at least we know. At least we know there's gonna be nothing. At least we know there's gonna be nothing. All right. We just take. All we gotta do is take this. I'm gonna take that. Everything else empty. Everything else empty. Beautiful car, guys. Beautiful car. Okay. Just those two things. We're gonna take the bus. We got our keys, guys. We got our black keys. I accidentally put a thing in here. Pepper. Not accidentally. I mean, I did it on purpose, but I thought I was gonna finish it. Sometimes the body just needs. Sometimes the body just needs some salt. He says as he eats 2 Big Macs. And also, guys, the trunk is also empty too. Only thing in there is one Louis bookmark. Okay. Look, just like that. That's how fast. That's how quick and easy it is for me to leave the car. Just like that, and I just walk. Pick up another one. Boom, you're back on the road. You know. But at least you don't have an anchor limit that like you have to pay $1,000 a month. If you only drive it for a week, you should only pay 250. How about now? It's the plaza, guys. This is where we're at right now. Rent a car if you need it. Exactly, 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 exactly. Instead of trying to own it. So yeah, instead of trying to own it. When I can get it in the business name, okay, next time I'm gonna buy one, I'm gonna buy it all cash and I'm gonna put it in my business name. Beyond that, I'm not gonna buy one. Just rent. Just rent. Because you can't in this world. And we do a block and we do a spin. Spin the block. And look at these like buildings. Think they're nice? The trees show their bones, guys. You ever notice that the trees they look like lightning bolts? You ever notice the trees look like blood vessels and nerve endings? And you know what's the trip? These pants, they keep the heat, they trap the heat in, but also keep the cold air through, let the cold air through. Like it traps the hot air in so it doesn't let it breathe. It won't let hot air out. It won't let hot air out, but it'll let, jeez guys, it doesn't let hot air out, but it'll let cold air in. Yeah, yeah. So you gotta laugh, man. You gotta laugh. You gotta laugh. And we are back, baby. You can write off the rental as 100% expense. Yeah. As a human being, or as a corporation? As a corp. So that's the car, guys. That's the car the game gave us. We used it for about a year. The 2019 Honda Accord. Sick ass car, guys. One of the best cars that I've ever driven so far. One of the best cars that I've ever driven so far. Happy to say that. Happy to say that. We got this one without about 90,000 miles. Basically brand new. And we drove that puppy till about 125,000 miles before turning it back to sender. The year is 2025. Okay, guys. So you see what I'm trying to tell y'all? See what I'm saying, man? Steel gets it. Steel gets it. You just rent a car when you need it and write it off as a business expense. Ownership, ownership is, you know, for corporations only. Corporations and LLCs, corporations and LLCs. And the tips to next corporation, you only really need to incorporate when you got the 100,000, 50K at the minimum, and then 30K at the minimum. Because it costs like $2,000, $4,000 a year to just to file. So if you got a good accountant, that's even cheap. So, not until you really need to be collecting GST and all that stuff. But keep $10,000. Keep $10,000 in your business bank account at all times. In your business bank account at all times. That way, that's where you have the large sum to start. Yes. invoices. Save your invoices. You need to be able to show invoices. Invoices coming in, payables going out. Yeah. One deposit. You should have one deposit, one e-transfer, and one ATM deposit every day to show activity. Activity, obviously, not trying to structure anything. You can't just structure. So, yeah. So, until they get you. They say if you have money and you're moving around too much, you gotta give it back. We don't like that if we can't see what you're doing with it. So, on paper, anyways. Exactly. I'm not making more K. Exactly. I don't have corporation. True. I'm not making more than 100K a year, so it's not worth it. Agreed. I agree with that. On paper, anyways. I'm with you. You know what I'm saying? Because there's always money. There's always money. You know? Let that not be misunderstood. There's always money. So always money in some account somewhere. Always like you know. So guys, I'm getting tired, man. The sun is going down. I want to go to sleep. We gotta be in the gym tomorrow. Tomorrow's even stretch day. We gotta go back to the gym tomorrow. So we'll give this guy. You know what? Even then too, guys. What I'll do is it's almost 6. Okay, and he's been going on for an hour and 20 minutes, right? If this guy comes in the next by 7 p.m. If he comes again, I'll go live because I want to see him, and I want you guys to see the process too. But I'm gonna take an intermission, guys. I'm going to get something to eat, I think, and oh yeah, we said we're gonna go get a bagel and a donut. So we're gonna walk over there. Unless you guys want to roll. You guys want to roll to Tim's? Let me know, guys. Let's do a 5 minute. Let's take a 5 minute intermission, guys. Dee-dee-dee. Yo, guys, I'm gonna pause for intermission. Car's still there. Still there. 6 o'clock. I got my I got my attaché with me. I was gonna go get a coffee. Well, really, I'm gonna go get a bagel and a donut and sit and look over some numbers and think a few things in the hopes that this guy calls me back before 7. But once I return, I'll be in for. Once I return, I'll be in cleanup mode, so my phone will be on do not disturb, and we'll see what's gonna happen. Anyways, guys, your boy Capital T. Ooh. Yeah, please, guys. Sorry, I had to say that. Let's go get a coffee and a donut. And by coffee, I mean bagel. I don't know why I keep saying coffee. But still, we're gonna look over some numbers and we're gonna enjoy some time with ourselves. All right, guys. So I'll see you in a little bit. Peace, man. I'm out.